What's going on, everybody? Spunky 1991 coming guys with another video. Coming at you guys with my final Week 17 NFL picks for the 2020 NFL season. Before I get into this video, obviously breaking news came out of Philadelphia this morning that defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz will not be back with the Eagles next year. According to reports, Jim Schwartz wants to take at least a year off of coaching. He's been dealing with some eye surgeries, some hip surgeries, and he wants to just step away from coaching for now to recuperate. I know a lot of Eagle fans are not gonna care whatsoever. Many of you probably were pulling for him to be fired anyway. But yeah, he is stepping away from coaching at least for this year. And yeah, his contract, according to reports, the Eagles did offer him a contract extension, but he turned it down. So he's stepping away from coaching. Also, news coming out of Philadelphia is that Doug Pederson will be back with the Eagles next season. All I gotta say about that is that if that is the case, if he is gonna be back with the Eagles next year, he has to give up the offensive play calling. Need to hire a legitimate offensive coordinator next season because Doug Pederson has shown time after time that he needs help when it comes to running the offense. So definitely get an offensive coordinator here next season. But yeah, go ahead and get on over to these games here. Like I normally say, I say the Eagles match up for last, but the Eagles will be playing last. They will be playing last anyway, so I literally will be saving them for last because their game, which I believe was originally scheduled for 1 o'clock, I believe they moved it down to the Sunday Night Football slot. So yeah, so you know how the NFL is. They want to make everything super over dramatic, of course, So yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into these games real quick. Get into them real quick here, and tell you what I think is gonna win those games. So that's it. Let's get started. First game on here, you got the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to Indianapolis, taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Of course, all the games this week are gonna be divisional games. That's how the NFL ends it, where they want to try to get as much drama as possible. So it's division matchups the following week. So AFC South here, Jaguars going to Indianapolis to take on the Indianapolis Colts. I got the Colts winning that game. That's a 1 o'clock game. Next game here, you got the Tennessee Titans traveling to Houston to take on the Houston Texans. Another NFC South game here. Game's being played at Houston, but I got the Titans winning that game. Next game, Minnesota Vikings traveling to Detroit to take on the Detroit Lions, NFC North. Games being played in Detroit, and I'm going with the Vikings in that game. Next game, the Atlanta Falcons traveling to Tampa Bay to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, NFC South. Games being played in Atlanta, but I got the Falcons winning that game. Next game, you got the New York Jets traveling to Foxborough to take on the New England Patriots. Games being played in Foxborough, AFC East. Games being played in Foxborough. And I got the Patriots winning this game. Next game here, you got the Miami Dolphins traveling to Buffalo, take on the Buffalo Bills. AFC East as well. Games being played in Buffalo. And I'm going with the Bills in that game. Next game, the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Cleveland to take on the Cleveland Browns. Games being played in Cleveland. I'm going with the Browns in that game. Next game, the New Orleans Saints traveling to Carolina to take on the Carolina Panthers, NFC South. Game is being played in Charlotte. I got the Carolina Panthers winning. I think the Saints are going to bench. Obviously, last game of the season, a lot of teams are benching their starters, so I'm gonna give that to the Panthers. Next game, the Green Bay Packers traveling to Chicago to take on Chicago Bears. Games being played in Chicago, and I'm going with the Bears in that game. I'm going with the Bears over the Packers. Next game, you got the Los Angeles Chargers traveling to Kansas City, take on the Kansas City Chiefs. AFC West rivalry. I got the Kansas City Chiefs winning that game. Next game, you got the Dallas Cowboys traveling to MetLife, take on the New York Giants. Games being played in New York, and I got the Giants winning that game. Next game, you got the Baltimore Ravens traveling to Cincinnati, take on the Cincinnati Bengals, AFC North. I got the Ravens winning that game. 4 o'clock games here. You got the Arizona Cardinals traveling to Los Angeles to take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Games being played in LA, and I got the Rams winning that game. Next game, you got the Seattle Seahawks traveling to San Francisco take on the San Francisco 49ers. NFC West. Game's been played in San Francisco, but I got the Seahawks winning that game. Next game here, you got the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to Denver to take on the Denver Broncos, AFC West. I'm going with the Raiders in that game. And, of course, last but not least, this game has been flexed to Sunday Night Football for the dramatic effect because, obviously, the Eagles are out of it for the NFC East title. But you got the Cowboys and you got the Giants and the Washington football team very much in play for that division title. But, yeah, so they're making it super dramatic, of course. So, Sunday Night Football, the Washington football team traveling to Philadelphia to take on my Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going with the Washington football team. And to be honest with you guys, I'm pulling for the Washington football. I'm not going to root for them, but I hope they win because at the end of the day, man, I don't want the Cowboys in the playoffs. There's no team in this league I despise more than Dallas. If we win and Dallas wins their game against the Giants, then the Cowboys win the NFC East. They go to the playoffs. So hell no. Now, if the Giants beat the Cowboys, then it doesn't matter. Obviously, you know the Giants will they will be in the driver's seat depending on if we beat the Washington football team. So when it comes down between the Giants and the Washington football team, I don't really care about either one of those teams. I don't really have any serious hate for either one of those teams. I just want to beat them when we play them. But Dallas, Dallas is a whole nother thing, man. So I don't want to give the Cowboys any chance whatsoever of making the playoffs. So, yeah. So I'd rather see the Giants or the Washington football team win the NFC East than the Dallas Cowgirls. So, like I said, I'm picking Washington to win that game, but we'll see what happens. You know, also not just denying the Cowboys the playoffs, but also it gives us a draft pick. You know, we'll be in the top 5, if I'm not mistaken, of draft picks. So, you know, us losing, you know, we got a lot of holes we got to plug this offseason, a lot of stuff we got to fix. So it absolutely it helps us with our draft pick because this season's done for us. And like I said, I don't want Dallas in the playoffs. So a quick recap real quick. Jaguars and Colts, I'm going with the Colts. Titans and Texans, I'm going with the Titans. Vikings and Lions, I'm going with the Vikings. Falcons and Buccaneers, I'm going with the Buccaneers. Jets and Patriots, I'm going with the Patriots. Dolphins and Bills, I'm going with the Bills. Steelers and Browns, I'm going with the Browns. Saints and Panthers, I'm going with the Panthers. Packers and Bears, I'm going with the Bears. Let's see. Yeah, Chargers and Chiefs, I am going with the Chiefs. Cowboys and Giants, I am going with the Giants. Ravens and Bengals, I am going with the Ravens. Cardinals and Rams, I am going with the Rams. Seahawks and 49ers, I am going with the Seahawks. Raiders and Broncos, I'm going with the Raiders. And the Washington football team and my Philadelphia Eagles, I'm going with the Washington football team. You know, for me, it's like this, man. It does not matter who wins this division. They're not going to do anything in the playoffs, but I don't want the Cowboys in the playoffs, period. So, yeah, like I said, you know, earlier in this video, Dub Peace, and we'll be back next season. And Jim Schwartz is out. Jim Schwartz has decided to retire. You know, he decided to retire. But thing is, they're saying there's probably gonna be like a year, maybe 2 years off, you know, to get his health under concern. You know, he has health problems. So, yeah, that's the news out of Philadelphia. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. As always, go Birds. Spunky 991 is out of here. Fly, go fly. Peace.
T-A-T-A!